You feel overwhelmed because you're chasing outcomes that keep moving. Stop sprinting after results and start aligning today's actions with the future you want. The simple shift is this. Install a daily system that keeps turning you back toward your true destination, like a navigation app that recalculates after every wrong turn. I'll walk you through a clear process you can use today to make this automatic. One small decision makes every other choice easier. More on that soon. First, let's set your destination and choose the driver who can actually get you there. Okay, so basically, confusion is expensive. When your destination is fuzzy, every option looks fine, so you scatter effort and stall. Clarity narrows the path. It reduces second-guessing and lowers the mental tax of deciding over and over. Here's the simple version. You need 2 sentences, one outcome sentence and one identity sentence. The outcome is your destination. The identity is the driver you must be to reach it. Vague goals create vague days. Concrete words create clear choices. Write this down. Outcome sentence. One crisp result in plain language. I run a profitable one-person business earning X per month. Or, I can lift my body weight and hike 5 miles pain-free. Then identity sentence. I'm the kind of person who, followed by a trait that matches the outcome. I'm the kind of person who ships useful work daily. I'm an active person. In other words, define the destination and the driver who can handle the trip. Now translate outcomes into daily behaviors you can count. If the outcome is a strong body and the identity is I'm an active person, then behaviors are measurable. Steps, mobility minutes, sleep hours, protein servings. If the outcome is a steady business and the identity is I'm a consistent builder, then behaviors are outreach done, product improved, value published. Strip vague fillers, remove more, better, try, and soon. Replace them with numbers or yes-no checks. Move for 20 minutes. Reach out to 2 prospects. Write 200 words. If you can't count it, you can't align to it. Run a quick friction audit. List 3 drains on time, energy, or attention. Late-night scrolling, cluttered workspace, scattered to-dos. Pick one to cut this week. One small removal creates a glide path for action. Everything clicked when you see the outcome sets the map. But the identity decides how you drive when traffic gets weird. With direction set, you need a steering system that keeps you on course even when life throws detours. That's where alignment turns identity into daily evidence. Let's turn those sentences into receipts you can stack. Identity sticks when you collect proof. Actions are the proof. Think of it like building a photo album of aligned moments. Each snapshot is tiny, but together they tell the story of who you're becoming. Here's what most people miss. Motivation is fickle, but triggers and evidence are steady. Start with triggers. Tie each key behavior to something you already do. After coffee, 10 minutes of mobility. After you sit at your desk, open your plan and highlight the one next task. After lunch, a 5-minute review and reset. Shrink the first version until it's hard to skip. If your brain argues, you went too big. Make it stupid easy. 2 minutes of mobility beats 0. 1 outreach email beats none. The goal is a clean yes, not a heroic maybe. Now capture evidence. Use a simple daily scoreboard with 2 or 3 lines. Yes or no. Did I move? Did I do the top task? Did I close the day clean? No feelings, just receipts. When the day ends, you either stacked evidence or you didn't. That honesty builds momentum because you trust what you track. Run a weekly review to spot patterns, not perfection. Ask, where did the trigger fail? What time block kept getting stolen? Do I need to move it earlier, shorten it, or pair it with a stronger anchor? You're not judging yourself. You're tuning the machine. Small tweaks make big weeks. Design your environment like a runway. Put tools in your path. Shoes by the bed, water bottle filled and visible. Notes template open on your desktop. Remove friction within arm's reach. If your phone pulls you off track, use a dock in another room during focus blocks. It's not willpower, it's layout. The room should nudge you toward aligned action. Get social alignment without drama. One accountability check, daily or weekly. Send a photo of your scoreboard. No pep talks required, just receipts. A quiet witness raises your standard because we act to match what's seen. Manage energy like battery inputs, sleep, food, movement. If you're chronically tired, willpower leaks. Set a consistent bedtime window, anchor one movement block early, and prep friction-free meals that keep energy steady. You're not chasing discipline. You're charging the battery that powers discipline. Protect attention with simple rules. Use single-focus blocks of 25 or 50 minutes. Quarantine notifications. Phone in airplane mode during your prime block. Create default airplane hours each day where deep work happens and nothing else competes. If someone needs you, they can wait one block. Most things aren't urgent, they're just loud. Here's the weird part. A weekday doesn't break the system if the trigger still fires. One messy week, travel, late nights, schedule chaos. The morning trigger after coffee still cues 2 minutes of mobility and 1 minute of plan check. Those tiny actions won't move the needle much, but they preserve the identity. When the week stabilizes, momentum is still there. The album stays open. As you collect evidence, use feedback to upgrade. If a trigger works 80% of the time, keep it. If it fails often, adjust the anchor, narrow the action, or move the time. Then upgrade in small steps. 2 minutes becomes 5. One outreach becomes 2. The ladder keeps you climbing without drama. Add a buffer move for high-risk moments. If evenings are your drift zone, set a 10-second pause rule and ask, what would aligned me do next? Then do the smallest version now. Tie it to an instant win, a check mark, a bead in a jar, a brief walk outside. Fast wins tell your brain, we're doing this. Link domains to keep compounding. Morning movement boosts focus. Focus block advances work. Clean shutdown improves sleep. Sleep powers tomorrow's movement. That loop turns single habits into a system. Close each day with a 2-minute reset to 0. Clear the desk. Set tomorrow's top task. Fill the water bottle. Small closure prevents friction creep. You start the next day already pointed in the right direction. The key is to make the system self-correct so you don't spend all day fighting your brain. The alignment ladder, the scoreboard, and the weekly review are your rails. They keep the wheels on, and they let small wins stack until outcomes trail you. Without feedback, drift repeats. With feedback, you correct early and compound fast. Okay, so basically, you need a simple loop that turns days into data and data into upgrades. Use the alignment loop. Measure, learn, decide, adjust. Measure the inputs, not the outcomes. Track leading indicators you control. Did the trigger fire? Did the behavior happen? Yes or no? Keep it binary to cut debate. Outcomes lag, inputs lead. When you measure inputs, you get leverage today. Learn weekly. Take 20 quiet minutes and run 4 questions. What were the wins? What were the misses? What likely caused each? What single experiment removes that cause? Keep it boring and truthful. No stories, just patterns. You'll start to see the same friction points repeat. Time of day, device proximity, unclear first step. That's gold because you can fix what you can see. Decide 1 upgrade per week, not 5. Change the setup, not your self-worth. Move the prime task to your first focus block. Have the scope so the default is a clean yes. Swap a weak trigger for a strong anchor like after brushing teeth. Changing one variable keeps learning clean and the signal loud. Adjust and remeasure. Run the experiment for 7 days. The loop turns tiny changes into reliable progress. A 2-minute behavior that happens daily beats a perfect plan that happens never. You're building a flywheel. Small wins fuel belief, belief fuels consistency, consistency creates outcomes. Add a rate of alignment score from 0 to 5 in 4 domains: work, health, relationships, learning. 0 means no evidence this week. 5 means daily proof. Pick one domain for the weekly upgrade. This keeps focus tight and visible. You'll notice cross effects too. When sleep scores rise, work scores often follow. Create a failure protocol so setbacks become routes, not ruts. Use if-then rules. If the morning block is lost, then the top task moves to the next 25-minute slot. If you miss a behavior, then restart within 24 hours at the smallest version. Miss twice, trigger a 30-minute reset, review the scoreboard, simplify one step, recommit. The protocol turns "I blew it" into "I know what to do next." Use pattern interrupts when progress stalls. Try a 30-day focus on one behavior. Do an environment purge to remove new friction. Add a light commitment device like a weekly public check-in. Not punishment. Rails. Your brain loves certainty. Rails give it. Quarterly, rewrite your identity sentence from evidence. Let the label follow the proof. "I'm an active person" might become "I train for endurance." Words shape behavior, but repeated behavior hardens words. Make the identity earn its place. Connect the loop. Days become data. Data guides decisions. Decisions improve days. Over time, you trust the loop more than your mood. That trust cuts drama and frees energy for the work that matters. Install a 10-second pause before impulse. Ask, what would aligned me do next? Do the smallest version now. Log the win, checkmark, bead in jar, quick walk. One repeated decision removes debate, protects momentum, and turns alignment into your default under stress. The key is simple. Align identity, actions, and feedback until results chase you. Apply one trigger today, set a 2-line scoreboard, and schedule a 20-minute review next week. Subscribe for more.